Sports on Stan. Partial scores: 1-0 in the third inning, 4-2 in the eighth inning, and 7 in the third inning. 18. In news today, at the Major League Baseball meetings in Tampa today, Commissioner Bud Selig suggested that baseball do away with the inning system and instead go to time limit per side at bat. He suggested 30 minutes innings per side to speed up the game. That way, when the horn went off, the side who had the most runs wins the game. Selig hopes it will speed up the game. There's too much downtime as compared to football and basketball. So even if a man hits a grand slam after the horn sounds, it doesn't count. In a similar story to the assistant to the president of baseball, so that all athletes must wear athletic supporters. We found that some outfielders aren't wearing them when they run after their balls in the outfield.
What's your comment on what do you think of that?
I think it'll ruin the game. Are you too close to me, Charlie?
No, I have to get your voice.
You think it'll Sports on Stan, what do you think? Will that ruin the game?
Yes, it'll ruin the game.
Why it'll ruin it?
It's a 9-inning affair.
Yeah.
And it's the old-fashioned way of playing.
Yeah, but you still have 9 innings, but it's time limit.
I think it's a great idea.
I don't know.
How about the game would end in how many hours?
That's right.
I like baseball how it is.
Yeah. Okay, so let's go on to the next. This is a human interest story. Stan, you have to speak up a little bit. Stan will love this story from the Los Angeles Times.
Los Angeles Times, Friday, 8/28/09. This is an interesting story about Vlad Guerrero. As you know, he was born in the Dominican Republic, but both of his parents are very small, and I call them dwarfs. Steven Guerrero, Vlad's father, who was only 6'1". Even though we are midgets, Vlad had a regular-sized upbringing. His mother, Conchita, is also small at 2'7". It is amazing that Vlad is over 6 feet. As a boy, he used to hit pieces of cow shit straight over the fence to the banana fields. He never even used a bat. He used a broomstick handler that he got for his 5th birthday. Vlad is now one of the top hitters in Major League Baseball. It wasn't always that way, said the father. At one time, there was a mountain lion that walked on its hind legs. There was actually considered a better Major League prospect. But after the cougar was shot to death by game hunters, Vlad became the #1 hitter. Boy, that cat could hit the hell out of the ball. You never wanted to mess with him going into second on a double play ball. Vlad had fond memories of riding on his father's back for miles. Well, his father would collapse from fatigue. But the competitor, Vlad, would whip his dad to get him going again. Vlad goes back to the Dominican Republic every year to have a good laugh at the villagers and twirl his thick 34 gold chain around his finger. He never forgets where he came from and rewards the villagers each year with free coupons to El Pollo Loco. It makes him feel humble.
All right, Stan. Next. Now these are...
I don't know, you tell me.
All right. Now, these are some questions, Stan, that I want you to answer. Some of them are a little controversial. Give your opinion on these.
Stan takes on the Angels. Which Angel is the most valuable player? And which one is considered the one you can most often count on in a tight hitting situation? I say Torrey Hunter
Is
the one you can count most often on in a tight hitting situation.
and who's the most valuable?
I still like Vladdy a lot. Vladdy Guerrero.
Okay. Next question.
How about Radmanovich, though?
Radman, I don't know.
Yeah, what about Radmanovich?
I don't know
Whatever
why you're
happened to
filming
him?
me so close, Charlie.
I'm not
Yes,
that
my
close.
mouth.
No, it's because you have to speak up a little bit. Then we can go farther back.
We don't have a microphone, so we have to get
so you have to
close.
speak up a little. Next question. Go ahead, Stan.
What's the best pitching rotation? And who is considered the best starting pitcher? Do you know their ERA or how many innings they pitch per game? Well, the only one that I know about,
One pitcher, you mean?
yeah, one pitcher that I know about is John Lackey. He can go 7 innings, 6 innings, 7 innings. Santana's not having his best year. Who else do they have? They have Joe Saunders. And today they made a big trade for a reliever from Tampa Bay. So hopefully that'll help them out. They've been slipping lately.
Yeah,
Hopefully they'll
what's the
get back.
rotation now?
Santana, Saunders, Lackey, and the other guy. He has a brother. What's his name?
Earl.
Weaver.
Earl Weaver.
That's the rotation.
Next question.
Is Mike Sosa really a great manager, or is he just great? Mike Sosa is probably both a great manager and he's probably great as a person. He probably has both of those attributes. I mean, in order to be a great manager, he probably is just a great person.
What does that mean, being a great person?
Well, he's probably very communicative. He probably knows how to talk to his players. After all, he's been with the team for so many years.
Would you be surprised if I told you he had a jail record?
Mike Sosa?
Yeah.
For what?
Well, I won't say this, but you know on NBC, how they catch those sexual predators?
Yeah.
So, well, what do you
So they have a
think?
guy that he looks awful lot like him.
Is that right?
Yeah.
What would you say about that?
I'd be shocked.
Really? Would you be shocked if he was wearing an Angels hat?
I'd be very shocked.
Okay. Next.
What makes him so calm in situations outside the psyche of the team? I think that Mike Sosa just has a lot of patience. And
Outside the psyche of the team, though, Stan.
outside the psyche of the team?
Yeah.
Well, I guess he's one of these guys that doesn't take his job home with him. When he goes home, doesn't think about baseball, probably thinks about his family. And
Where does he live?
where does he live, Harry?
I think he lives near you.
He does not.
I think he lives something like
Blackburn Avenue. I think near
That's a
Orlando.
guy who looks like him.
Orlando.
No,
Anyway.
but anyway, what is the psyche of the team?
Well, for a while it was very good. I don't know what's happening currently with them. The psyche of the team is that they have, I think, one of the best hitting records in baseball.
But what is the psyche of the team? What does that mean?
They're psyched up for the game. They're confident. They play ball exceptionally well, and they hit the ball well. They're psyched up for the game.
That's what the psyche means. Okay, next question.
Where would you pick the Angels in the labyrinth of hexatudinal team graphics? Okay, Harry, I'm going to need some help with this.
No, read it slowly, Stan.
Where would you pick the Angels in the labyrinth of hexatudinal? What's that mean? Hexatudinal.
I thought if you took it apart in Latin,
I don't know what that means.
hexatudinal. Well, just to eliminate that word and go past it.
Where would you pick the Angels in the labyrinth of team graphics? Well, I think they're the big A with the halo is an interesting symbol. I think it gets a lot of attention. It gets noticed because it's an A with the halo.
Yeah.
So graphically, I think it rates up there with other teams in the league, like the New York Giants.
How
Well,
about
how about the
the
labyrinth?
How about the New York Mules? How about that?
Where would you pick the Angels in the labyrinth?
Where would you put them?
Well, it depends what you mean by labyrinth. Why don't you explain that?
Well, you know what a labyrinth is, right?
It's some escapist guy who...
It's like where you go to the bathroom, a labyrinth, you know?
Go ahead.
No, a labyrinth is like a maze. So now put the word maze in there instead.
Where would you pick the Angels in the maze of team graphics? I would put them up close with the Yankees. With their halo with the halo eyes. It's very interesting and very
Yeah.
mind captivating.
You know what? Replace graphics.
Charlie's probably got a close up of my nostril.
No! Look, you want to see?
Forget the graphics part. How about photo? Now replace the maze and photo. Go ahead.
What would you pick the Angels in the photo team graphics? Well, if they win their division this year and they go all the way,
Then,
they'll be number one and they'll be the best as far as the graphics go.
yeah. What do you think? What do you like about their graphics?
I like their red outfits.
Yeah. Those aren't graphics, though.
Well, it's graphic, you know. I mean, you can make great drawings of the Angels. With
Yeah.
red.
Who's the best artist?
Back in the 30s and 40s, that was the era back home.
I don't know.
Okay. Next question.
Are they as obtuse as the Yankees? Can they manage to create mayhem in the junior circuit? What does obtuse mean?
Let's skip that word, Stan, and just go on with it.
Can they manage to create mayhem in the junior circuit? What's the junior circuit?
What's the senior circuit?
They can create mayhem. They're all potentially great hitters,
Yeah.
and they definitely can rival anyone in the league hitting-wise.
Can they create mayhem, though?
Mayhem? Well, they can. You know, they can be a very powerful
In
team.
the junior circuit?
If they want to hit, they can hit. So,
But are they
as a matter of
obtuse?
fact, I'm waiting for them to break out of their slump. So,
Who?
the Angels, they're not hitting very well.
What place are they in?
They're in first by, I think, 4 games, but tonight they weren't hitting so far, and last night they got shut out. So,
What's their batting order?
Remember the national anthem?
I don't know anymore.
Who's one person on the batting order?
Figgins. Who else do they have on that team?
Who bats last?
Rivera.
Who bats last?
I'm not sure.
Who bats first?
Figgins.
Who bats second?
Figgins.
Figgins? Who bats third?
Hendrick, maybe? I don't know.
Okay.
Hendrick. There's no one named Hendrick.
Who's
I don't
their?
follow
There's no
their-
one named Hendrick on the
I don't
team.
follow it that closely.
Okay.
How
How about
about-
their power hitter?
Guerrero.
Hey, when does he bat?
I think he bats cleanup.
No, when? When does he bat?
4th.
No.
What do you
When?
mean, when does he bat? He bats August 28th, 2009.
No, when?
When,
What do
Stan?
you mean, when? He bats 4th.
No.
When?
That's how.
He's probably on TV now.
No.
When?
How much?
I think he's a DH these days.
How much?
How much does he bat?
He bats about 4 times in the game.
Yeah.
And what's his waist?
I don't know his size.
How about his taxes?
He probably has a ton of taxes.
Yeah.
The richer, the more taxes they add.
What's the median that he bats?
Median? What's the median?
What is it?
I don't know. He's
How about the mode?
Do you think it's
300? He's 300.
well? Do you think it's true that he hit cow shit over a banana fence?
I believe it.
Okay, it's a true story.
I believe it.
He hit it far too. Beat out the mountain lion.
There's an interesting question. You know, we were talking yesterday. Stan was talking about Oakland. What were you saying about Stan? About Oakland?
Well, they're having a bad year.
Yeah, but you said something about them in
They're a
relation.
spoiler. They're playing the role of the spoiler.
Spoiler, and I don't understand that spoiler thing. Maybe you can explain it.
Well, they haven't been in contention all year long, but they have a chance now to mess up the Angels, and they're doing a good job of it so far.
Okay. Next question.
What do you think Kobe's presence in the phalanx of vertical events, you'll have to explain that to me, will do the Lakers' posthumous line of effort during their regular season?
Let's try it again, Stan.
What do you think Kobe's
Phalanx.
presence in the phalanx of vertical events will do the Lakers' posthumous line of effort during the regular season.
Okay, leave out all the words and just go to the last one.
Line of effort during the regular season.
Right.
Oh, Kobe is of course a presence in a lot of the Lakers. He always has been. He always will be.
Yeah.
He's the team leader. He gets him going.
What's his middle name?
Does he have a middle name? I don't know what it is.
Aaron.
Kobe Aaron, right?
Or is it Israel?
Kobe Aaron.
Oh, wait a second. That's a good question. What was your father's middle name?
Israel. That's what,
Yeah, how many times?
isn't that what you said?
No.
Israel?
No. What was his first name?
Well, you tell me. You tell me.
No, seriously. Let's get back to this for a minute. What was your father?
That was my father.
What was your father's first name?
His real first name.
No, not real.
His Hebrew name?
No.
No,
His first name.
What was his first name?
All I know him as is Aaron. I don't know what other.
Did you ever hear the name Israel?
I said Israel. Why did you say no?
Because you said that was his middle name.
Oh, Israel was his first
And
name.
then what was his middle name?
Aaron?
Then why did you call him Aaron?
So I didn't know. I forgot.
You're his son.
Well, you guys are his sons too.
Yeah, we used to call him Israel.
Well,
What did you think of his, speaking of sports, sports on Stan, what do you think of Dad's soccer days?
I heard he was a great soccer player. He was like the Kobe Bryant of soccer.
Well, there's another interesting thing that we learned. This is a personal note. Stan, why don't you tell the fans out there about your debut playing basketball at Pan Pacific?
Well, I have a basketball, and I took it out to Pan Pacific Park and started shooting around just for fun. And then someone came up to me and said, "Hey, do you want to play a 4-on-4?" And I said, "Yeah, great. I'll be glad to do that." So I played. I wasn't as mobile as the other guys. They were faster than I was, but it was still enjoyable, and I got some exercise.
And what did you do? You threw the ball
Threw the ball.
away?
Well, one time he was intercepted, but most of the time.
One time, I think earlier today you mentioned several times it was
A few
intercepted.
times, but most of the time it was okay. I did pretty good.
How did you dribble?
Dribbled okay.
Did they steal the ball from you?
I don't think so. Maybe one time.
So, and then did you back them down into the basket?
I did try to
Did
do
you-
that.
do you-
I actually made a hook on them.
Did you?
Yeah.
And then what did the other players do? Were you able to stop them on your defense?
Well, I put my arms up, which makes it very difficult for them to shoot over me.
What about the stench?
The stench.
Yeah, that's another maneuver.
Well, I put my
Put up your arm.
do this. That definitely gets to me.
You know what? When I used to play basketball, and this was a tactic some people used, they wouldn't shower for days. When they play defense, they just put their arms up. It was quite distracting.
Yeah, I must.
Did you use that defense?
I tried that. Yeah.
How about putting your legs apart? Does that help too?
Well, I don't know if I
The
should
stench
talk-
from
I don't know if we should talk about that. Smell you later.
Have fun, guys. Bye.
All right, so I think we're going to wrap this up. This has been a show that we will long remember, and the name of the show is?
Sports on Stan.